Okay, is it recording now? Alright, okay. So, hey everyone. I'm sorry I haven't been able to keep my promise of making a video a day and having a video up a day every single day because I've been on a vacation and it's summertime and thinking of video ideas and so many other things because I want to have good videos for you guys. So, it's just so much work. So, sorry about that. Videos will be coming out now every day because I've decided to make 2 videos a day just in case. So right now, today I'm going to talk about the main factors on how I keep my rabbit's cage clean. So here I have 3 things that I can actually show you, and I won't do a cage. I won't show the cage because I want to do a cage tour later. But I will talk about the others. So the first thing I have obviously paper towel. The paper towel obviously won't hurt your rabbit, and it's just good for wiping off the because I have a plastic floor cage. So if you have a plastic floor cage, just good for wiping it off. If you don't have a plastic floor cage, still good for wiping it off, keeping it clean. Getting anything solid that's on it, it doesn't really, like, it's good for liquids, but it soaks through really easy. So I like to use this for picking up solids. Occasionally, I'll use my salt and vinegar spray because I just bought some and then it ran out. So I'm going to start making my own. And another thing I have here is baking soda. This is the Meyer Pure Baking Soda. Meyer's is a grocery store where I live, so if you don't know where that is, any baking soda. Arm & Hammer I recommend, but this is the only one that I have. And I just like to sprinkle it underneath, all over the bottom and in the litter box and everywhere, and it's not harmful for your rabbit. And if you kind of rub it in a little, it doesn't get in your hands, but it kind of disappears and gets kind of dusty, so you can't really see it, and your rabbit won't be provoked to lick it or anything because it's still not good for your rabbit to lick. So baking soda, it's really good with odor control. So baking soda. And the last thing I have here that I'll show you are the Hartz Home Protection training pads, which are puppy pads, as a lot of people call them. And my rabbit's cage is not super big. It's just meets the bottom requirement of size. So here is how large it is. It doesn't, okay. It doesn't cover up my whole entire cage, obviously, but it covers up just the area where he likes to eat, poop, pee, all his things. So, the area where he spends most of his time. So, I love these. I will start putting a fleecy over them to keep it even cleaner. But for right now, I just like to have these there. And these work. It has an attractant, but that's an attractant for dogs, so the attractant doesn't matter. And it works 12-hour protection for dogs up to 50 pounds, and obviously a rabbit will not be 50 pounds. So, it really helps absorb everything, and it doesn't get on the plastic bottom, so I really like that. It doesn't take as much to clean, and that's great. And I love these. Because my rabbit, even though he's litter trained, since my rabbit is a boy, he is territorial, even though he's neutered. So he likes to pee in this certain little corner just to mark his territory. So he kept on peeing over the floor, even though he was litter trained, and we just couldn't retrain him again because he's an adult. Because he just recently, when he became a full-grown adult, started doing that. So we can't re-litter train him at the age. So we just put the puppy pad, and it doesn't get on the bottom, and he is now encouraged to pee in that corner, which is great. So these, you must have. Like, that is a total must have. you can put it underneath something so that they pee or poop, it doesn't get dirty and it absorbs. So those are the things I'll show you. So I'll just leave those out so you're not bored and you can look at something. Okay. So here. Yeah, okay. So another thing that's a really good factor, don't put bedding on the whole entire cage if you have a plastic bedding. Great, go ahead and put on tons and tons of bedding. If you have a wire bedding, just have 50. But if you have a plastic bedding, I don't recommend doing it. You can, but it's a lot harder to clean. And rabbits don't burrow as much as other small animals. Like hamsters, they don't need as much because they don't need as much protection because they're bigger, they feel more confident. They don't need as much protection from that bedding because they have their houses, they're social animals in nature. So yeah, a good factor if you're not gonna put in bedding in and around the cage, since they won't be able to burrow. You can have a pretty good amount, like a small little corner of bedding. If you have a female rabbit, that's fine. Oh, sorry. But if you have a female rabbit, that's fine because females burrow, males don't. So because generally males eat food and they do all that stuff. So sorry, just looking at the puppy pad directions thing. So anyway, that's a good factor for keeping it clean. And if you aren't going to put bedding in, because they still need a protection if you have a cage which is wire and everybody can see them and they can see everyone from inside. If it's closed off and it's dark, that's great. But you should have a hidey house. A lot of cages come with hidey houses, or you can make one out of a cardboard box. And you should always have a litter box and make sure that they're litter trained and have it stocked full with lots of bedding and hay so that they are provoked to come and eat from it and kind of snuggle in. And my rabbit's personal favorite spot, his safe spot, is in his litter box. He doesn't spend a lot of time in his hidey house. So that's a good way to keep your cage clean. And another good way to keep your cage clean is to, instead of having a hay rack, you can have a hay rack just as long as nothing spills out. Like I had 2 hay racks. I still have them attached to the cage. I just don't put hay in them. Because hay is very fine compared to grass. If you do give your rabbit grass, then you can have a hay rack because it's not so fine. But hay is just too fine for me to put in a hay rack. So a good way, your rabbit will be more provoked to be in his litter box, and it's a great way to keep your cage clean. Just put all the hay in your rabbit's litter, and when they come to poop, because generally rabbits like to poop and eat in the same place. So if you find a lot of poop and they're not litter trained around the area where they have their food bowl, that's a good sign. So I like to move all of the hay inside the litter box nowadays so that he eats it, and it keeps the cage clean without having so hay isn't scattered everywhere. So that is the main factors of how I clean my rabbit's cage. I don't use a dustpan obviously because I don't have anything to sweep up. So I just change his puppy pad every evening. This packet, there's still a fairly big amount left, but it has 14 pads, and I change it unless your rabbit isn't a territorial marker like mine is. Then you can change it every 2 days tops. Make sure to change it even if they don't pee, just so it's more comfortable. So yeah guys, I'm sorry I haven't been able to get videos out as much, but I promise I'll have a video out tomorrow, and I hope you like this one. Bye!